cold out here.
Hey, we're filming, so don't yell down at us.
Hey guys, Lexstyle here.
I'm about Tracy.
For Punk Rock Blues.
The bluesiest of the twosiest.
This
You
is
do a little bit of blue.
Yeah, this is DVD 4K.
Well, it's just DVD/Blu-ray update.
Of 84.
84. It's more horror and Dollar Tree pickups.
And Dollar Tree pickups.
Yeah.
More horror. Dun 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 dun. Can you do like a more horror? And Dollar Tree pickups. You know, like put music there and make it all.
It's just gonna be called more horror.
No, I mean right there at that scene, like the music and change the color and stuff.
We're gonna do horror first. Starting off, we got the Dawn of the Dead box set. I believe this thing's out of print. I might be wrong, but the sad thing is,
What is this?
it only had the one disc in.
What is it? One disc?
Yeah, so I'm missing all the three others. So that's lame. But otherwise, this thing's really cool.
Next up is Alien Dead 25th Anniversary Edition on DVD.
Also, I've not watched any of these, so let us know if you've heard of any of them, because they all look really weird.
Yeah. I don't have much to say about most of these. We're trying to rush through them.
Next up, this one's super weird. This is Bio-Zombie, and I believe it's...
Are you cold?
No, I'm fine. I don't know what country this is from. It's from Hong Kong, so it's Chinese. It's a Chinese movie. I believe... I don't know. Yeah. It looks super weird. Also, it looks like a burned disc. Yeah, it's Bio-Zombie.
It's the Boogeyman, and he's coming to get you. I remember when this came out, I think.
I do too. It's like 2006?
2005. I don't remember when this one came out. I think there's a lot of Boogeyman movies. The Boogeyman, this one's pretty famous.
This next one looks like the cover to an Iron Maiden album. This one's called The Bunker, and it looks super low budget. Even the spine looks really bad.
It also looks like the icon of a really bad mobile app game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
I know exactly.
I couldn't describe it. Children shouldn't play with dead things.
This
And
looks like
also, you're invited to Orville's coming out party.
This looks like a public domain black and white movie.
Hashtag Pride Month.
Next up, City of the Living Dead, filmed by Lucio Fulci.
Oh.
Yeah, which I had never heard of the company Blue Underground before, and now, since I bought this from that lady, I've been hearing everybody mention Blue Underground on YouTube.
Lucio,
Fulci?
yeah, that's a real director.
Yeah, he directed Zombie and The Beyond, City of the Living Dead. He's done a lot of zombie movies.
Oh.
He directed all the zombie movies over there that we got in the last
I'm
one.
thinking of someone else then. Next up is the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Legacy Collection. It comes in this little...
Yeah, I'm not keeping this one, by the way.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Why not?
Because I want the Blu-ray one, and also this one's gross and wrecked, and don't try and pull it out. It's so difficult to
Never
get back
mind.
in there.
Well, it's in an update, even though we're not keeping it.
Yeah, it's all like water damaged, and yeah. Next up, in the last two updates ago, in the first horror one, we got Day of the Dead 2. Contagion. And this is Day of the Dead, the first one, from George A. Romero. And it comes in this really weird case where it's got the little zombie and the Velcro.
Ooh.
And then it opens up with the discs and the booklet fell.
Booklet. From the pages to the files of Dr. M. Logan, Ph.D.
I think this maybe might have had an outer slipcover of some kind or some kind of case. Because there's nothing on this side. It's just like...
What's part of it?
Yeah, but that's the way it would sit on your shelf. So you have to put it backwards. So it has the spine.
Next up is Dead Alive, the goriest fright film of all time.
Which I've heard of this one, mainly from Cool Eater's channel.
Look, my hands are over here. If I do like this, look.
I don't want to touch my face after touching these because they're gross.
Is it lined up?
What? Yes. Cool. Keeping the dead stuff going. It's the Dead Pit. It's another Dead movie. This one is one of those films where you root for the zombies to tear the heroes to shreds, and you love every minute of it.
New episode name,
Fangoria.
more.
They have two Fangoria quotes.
New video title, more horror, keeping the dead things going.
Oh, it's from the director of Lawnmower Man, which is a movie I want to see. Yeah.
Next up, it's the widescreen edition and a clip case based on the book by Stephen King, a Lawrence Kasdan film where evil slips through its Dreamcatcher.
This one has a really great cast. Morgan Freeman, Thomas Jane, Jason Lee, Timothy Olyphant, Tom Sizemore, Donnie Wahlberg.
We don't get
Damian
to hear
Lewis is the only one I don't know.
We don't get to hear.
Also, Lawrence Kasdan directed it, who he wrote. He directed Empire.
Oh.
Strikes Back. What? Yeah, it's another really low budget looking one. It's from Anchor Bay. Huh. This is Edges of Darkness, which is really weird to say because it's usually just Edge of Darkness.
Yeah.
But say Edges of Darkness.
Edges of Darkness.
It just sounds
There's
weird.
2 of them. Hey, it's the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's got what's his name?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell,
What's his
which
name face?
we previously owned Army of Darkness on DVD, which is the third Evil Dead movie, and that's the Evil Dead.
Really?
And then we got the Evil Dead 2. So we have the trilogy on DVD. Even though I want to get the trilogy on Blu-ray, so.
Do you prefer Bruce or his wife Nev more?
Who's Nev?
Nev Campbell?
They're not related.
I think. Okay. Next up, Cat Scratch, a Whiplash, a Witch Hunt in Black, Flesh Eater. Bill Hinsman, that monster from the classic Night of the Living Dead, is back from the grave. This time as the Flesh Eater. Flesh Eater. You know who should play him? I can't tell you who should play him. I'd have to look up a movie he's in, so never mind. I was gonna say John Lithgow, but that's not who I was thinking of. There's a guy that he lived, he died, he's back.
It looks like Bill Nighy.
No, it looks like Colin Mockery from Whose Line.
Okay.
That's what he looks like.
Sure. Next up, probably not going to keep this one either because it's a full screen, and also this one's coming out on Blu-ray in like a couple months.
Though.
This is Ghost Ship.
If I was into nautical stuff and or this movie,
Sea Evil.
I'd get that tattooed. That'd be awesome.
The Blu-ray's coming out in a couple months, so I'm probably going to get rid of this one. Oh, Robert Zemeckis produced this.
Next up is Rob Zombie presents The Haunted World of El Super Beasto. It's an animated thing. It reminds me of, I don't know. It kind of looks like
It kind of looks like
it kind of looks like Recess meets Space Jam. It's got a good cast: Tom Papa, Sherry Moon Zombie, Rosario Dawson, Paul Giamatti, and Brian Posen.
Ooh. Well, next up, I really don't like this slip or whatever this series is. This is Homecoming, which it's directed by Joe Dante, who directed Gremlins.
Is that the Masters of Murder Homecoming?
Yeah, I don't like this. It's called Masters of Horror. Like, that's the series. I got rid of 2 other ones because it just said the director's name on them. So I was like, well, I'm not keeping those. But yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, it's directed by Joe Dante, so I'm pretty interested in it. It's only 59 minutes. What the hell is this thing?
It's probably like a weird mini doc. Next
This is just the one random not horror one that this lady gave us.
Okay, Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson, Lost in Translation. Remember when we watched
It's from
Scrooge?
Sophia Coppola, right?
Yes.
directed?
Do you remember when we watched Scrooged and it was really bad?
I don't think it was really bad.
Scrooged?
Yeah. I liked parts of it.
Let's go, because you like Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Go watch our review, 25 Days of Christmas, Scrooged.
Yeah. Alright. I'm really glad I got this one. This one is The Race is On, Winner Get Eaten. That's not what it's called. It's called Motocross Zombies from Hell. It looks really dumb and cheesy and stupid. It's from the Coen brothers. Not the Coen brothers, the Cohen brothers. Spelled C-O-H-E-N. That's all. I don't have anything else to say about it. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Don't
it's
just...
the Macy's Day Parade. Night of the Living Dead is on its way.
Now this is the 1990 remake, so it's not George Romero's.
Why does it say George Romero's?
It's not. It's because it's directed by Tom Savini. It's the 1990 one. So I'm interested in seeing this because I really like the first one. And then after that, we got Night of the Living Dorks, which we have a lot of Night of the Living movies.
No.
So we have Night of the Living Deb, Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dorks. Yeah.
Hey, it's my favorite series. Come back with more. Resident Evil, Degeneration, an original CG motion picture. I read co. You know how much I love these movies.
I didn't even know this thing existed.
Yeah, you didn't know about it.
Because I don't think it's on the Wikipedia page. Resident Evil.
It includes a look at the upcoming Resident Evil 5 video game and much more.
Oh. Next up, another Stephen King's. This is a really fun tagline. With Pet Sematary and Misery, Stephen King scared you to death. Now he's going to scare you back to life. Stephen King, sometimes they come back. Stephen King has done so much work, and so many movies have been made from his work that I just have no clue what any of them are.
We were just talking about Misery today at dinner.
Really?
Next up, I've never heard of this, but it's
I've never
got
either.
Michael Keaton, so it must be good.
Right?
Michael Keaton, White Noise, the line separating the
Frost
living
isn't
from
good.
the
He's
dead
in that.
has been crossed. It's also embossed.
Right.
The line separating the living from the dead has been embossed. I'd prefer an embossed line over a crossed line, can I just say? Put it on the record right now. I'm going to tweet it out actually on camera at Idiot Dial if you want to go retweet and like it. I prefer...
Next up,
What was
and
it?
this is the last real movie in this
prefer...
of the horror
What was
section.
it? I prefer a line to be
Embossed,
embossed,
not crossed.
not crossed.
Anyways, from Switchblade Pictures, this is Zombie Hunter Rika, which I think is maybe a foreign language film, but I'm not 100% sure. Language is Japanese with English subtitles. Yeah, so it's a Japanese movie. They bit off her arm, now she's giving them the finger. Wow. So, Zombie Hunter Rika.
I think you said that was the last of the...
I said it was the last real one.
Oh, next is a Trauma Triple B header, Garden of the Dead Zombie Collection, Garden of the Dead Butt Crack, and Unspeakable 3 movies thanks to the miracle technology of V3 Media. Also bonus Lunatics music video directed by Lloyd Kaufman. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, so it's got the movies on the back.
Did I read
Garden
it?
of the Dead,
Oh, yeah.
Butt Crack, and...
Chad Farron's Unspeakable.
Yeah.
Most disturbing film of the millennium, says Lloyd Kaufman.
Wow. Next up, a Trauma Triple
Oh
B
my
header.
God.
3 classic horror films from the 80s, personally selected by Lloyd Kaufman.
Lloyd Kaufman.
This one's got Blades, Bloodhook, and Zombie Island Massacre. Bloodhook looks so stupid. Can I read this?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Musky Madness fishing tournament, where the fish aren't the only ones getting hooked. 5 students on vacation take the bait as a crazed killer tries to make them the catch of the day. My God. It's from the creator of Mystery Science Theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a Trauma Triple B header. No, it's not. I wasn't expecting it to be a thin case.
It was. These were.
Oh, really?
Okay, so they were in.
I did not read
They
it.
were in these.
Oh, Toxie's Triple Check.
But they're all from different ones.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if
this
you
is
open-
Chillers. I didn't know it was going to be a thin case.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
These are all trauma movies.
Trauma Toxie's Triple Terror with...
No, that one's
It's
an ad
just
for
a picture.
a different one.
Yeah.
That
Also available number
What's
1.
on Chillers? Chillers was supposed to be in Toxie's Triple Terror number 2.
Well, see, okay, so I have that.
Yeah, and
Here.
so
All the pictures
Curse of
are
the
on
Confederates was supposed to be
in
in
one.
Toxie's.
It's not supposed to be. We don't have the boxes. I say it. This one's Scream Baby Scream. Cosmetic surgery can change the way you live and die.
We're on to the Dollar Tree next
We're on
section.
to the Dollar
All
Tree.
the next stuff we got from Dollar Tree. So,
Moving on.
do
Moving
you
up in the
want,
world.
you want me to
No,
start?
yeah, you
okay.
have to start.
So the first one from Dollar Tree, this is called American Wrestler The Wizard. It's got John Voight, William Fichtner, George Kostoris, and Ali Afar.
John Voight.
It's inspired by true events. What events are they? I don't know.
Next up is 2 bonus movies.
Well,
It's Better Off Zed with Christine Woods and Graham Sibley, and that comes with 2 bonus movies that are Wacko and Sideshow.
And Wacko I've heard of.
I've
If
heard
you
of
look on the
Sideshow.
back, read about Wacko.
But for Halloween and the high school dance fall on the same Friday, October 31st and 31st backwards is 13. Harmon Sugar is convinced that Turf Sheeran Psycho killed 13 years before, plans to strike again.
It's got Fort Fairlane in it. I'll take the next one.
Next up is the Chuck Norris 5 film action collection. Comes with The President's Man, Line in the Sand, Logan's War, Bound by Honor, the not Chuck Norris films, Driven to Kill, and LA Street Fighters. Those have Steven Seagal.
I
So
passed
they're
this
not
up on at Dollar Tree. I literally left it there, and he went back and picked it up.
Picked it up.
Next up, this is one I haven't watched yet, but it's in my on my Hulu list. Because maybe I'll get the Blu-ray. I really want to see this. It's Ingrid Goes West with Aubrey Plaza. I'm a really big fan for her. I like her movies a lot, so I'm excited to watch that one eventually.
Next up, I bought these two, and they're gonna be great. I got the Lone Ranger Hi-Yo Silver Away, and the Lone Ranger Who Is That Masked Man?
Is it Silver Away? Huh.
Yeah,
Silver Away. Sounds so weird.
Hi-Yo Silver Away, that's how you said it. I'm a huge Lone Ranger fan, so I popped when I saw these. He also passed these up at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, 'cause
and I went back and bought them.
The second to last Dollar Tree and the last one I bought. This is, I think, a BBC documentary. It's The Secret Life of Cats and Dogs. I haven't watched it. Talk about the last one.
Finally, I also bought this one. I thought this was really cool. It was Superman and Friends. I got this as Dollar Tree. I got all the rest of it at Dollar Tree. This is the animated series. It comes with a little piece of home, Speed Demons, The Late Mr. Kent, and Where There's Smoke. And then there's special features, postcards from Metropolis, A Guide to Superman City, a little piece of home, selectable trivia track, Metropolis Challenge.
I'm pretty sure Speed Demons is the one where Wally West
You said you knew that one, by name, so he comes over. Yeah, it's Superman and Friends. It's some episodes.
Comes over. Starting the Dollar Tree Blu-ray is...
we're going to find out.
It doesn't matter. You can talk about it.
It's not in this one.
The first one is Brotherhood of Blades. This is the only one I watched. And it's a dubbed movie. And I don't normally like Kung Fu movies, but this one's pretty funny, so...
You've actually seen one of them. Next up, this is a confusing name. Dark Was the Night, with Marissa Tomei, Timmy the Elephant, Charlie Plummer, and Muriel Enos. The slip is really weird.
It's super loose.
Yeah.
Very loose.
Marissa Tomei recently announced that she didn't like playing Aunt May in the MCU.
Really?
I guess, I don't know, I didn't read it. I just kept saying the headline. It might not even be new news, but apparently she did. You know how she got it? It was Robert Downey Jr. and her used to date. And then they were casting Aunt May, and he went, give Marissa something. She needs to do something, because they've stayed close friends. Okay. So they broke up because, he was...
Is this true?
Yes, this is true.
I'm going to look this up. This is ridiculous.
I think they broke up because, he went down the
I don't care about why they broke up. I just wanted to know, did she really not like being in those movies?
I don't know. I never read the article.
Anyway, next up. So this is District 13 Ultimatum. It's the sequel to District 13, which I know about District 13 because Brick Mansions with Paul Walker is a remake of District 13, and David Bell is in both of them.
Oh.
He's the guy who invented parkour. Upgrade.
Upgrade. Next up is Frank. It's with Mickey Gyllenhaal. You've seen this, right?
I have not yet.
Michael Fassbender's in it, too.
Read the plot, because it's right up your alley.
Michael Fassbender stars as Frank, a genius rock musician who performs wearing a giant fake head that he never removes. Why do you even cast a big guy like Michael Fassbender?
He wasn't big at this point.
Things get rocky between his protective bandmate Clara and newcomer John, who is convinced they're meant for stardom. The band lands their biggest gig, but are they ready? And is the world? It's bizarrely brilliant.
It's like Buckethead.
Is that a word? Bizarrely?
Yeah, bizarrely.
Bizarrely.
Next up, it's High Voltage with David Arquette and Luke Wilson. Apparently this movie's bad. That's what Cool Duder said on a live stream recently. So, but it's about an emerging rock band managed by this guy, and they struck a deal, and people are struck by lightning and killed. Who cares? No, maybe it's fine.
I'll stop the world and I melt with you.
Bum, 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 bum. Didn't Bowling for Soup do that for...
All the time.
Who covered that for Sky High? Was it Jonas Brothers?
I don't know. Is it Sky High?
Yeah, it's in Sky High, but it's a cover. Maybe it's Bowling for Soup.
Names are in the wrong order for the people. When life hammers you, get smashed. Was this an upgrade? Did we own this?
No, I've never even heard of this.
I've held it in my hand or something before, or I've seen it.
Next up, I don't know what this is, and it looked really silly. I don't know what year it's from. It says 2008, but it doesn't look like 2008. Doesn't it look like Brad Pitt?
That and Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, it does look like Indiana Jones. I think that's the point. This is Jack Hunter and the Lost Treasure of Urigat, or Urigat.
There's no H in there. Next up, Die Hard with Kick-Ass Kids. It's Power Kids. I wish it was just called Die Hard with
When
Kick-Ass
I scanned this
Kids.
into CLZ, it kept coming up as Force of 5.
Oh.
So maybe it has 2 titles.
There's only 4 of them.
Maybe there's a 5th that you don't see.
I am gonna now write a movie called Die Hard with
Also,
Kick-Ass
I
Kids.
think a lot of these are foreign language films at Dollar Tree at this time. This next one, I thought it was a stand-up special, but it turns out it's a documentary. This is Richard Pryor, Omit the Logic. I'm not a big fan of Richard Pryor, so I'm probably not going to watch this, but for $1, I'll buy anything. Sure, you just asked me if I wanted to see that. Your question was, do you want to see Steve Harvey, or is it Harvey?
Harvey.
Steve Harvey play Richard Pryor in a movie? And I said, I'm indifferent.
I don't really want to see it. I wouldn't want it to be like...
yours.
I don't want it to be like a biopic about Richard Pryor. I'd like Steve Harvey plays him. Like Battle of the Sexes, where that guy just plays Larry Ken, and they're just like, Larry. Next up is Liam Neeson, Joel Kinnaman, Common, and Ed Harris. No sin goes unpunished, so you gotta run all night. Like that.
I've never even heard of this.
I've heard of it.
Huh.
But again, I might have just seen it at Best Buy or Dollar Tree when I don't know.
Next up, this one looks pretty cool. It's Stage Fright. It's got Ally McDonald, Douglas Smith, Minnie Driver, and Meatloaf a Day.
Meatloaf a Day?
Yeah.
I love Meatloaf a Day.
This one kind of sounds pretty fun too. Where it's like, a starry-eyed teenager wants to follow in her mother's footsteps and become a Broadway diva, but instead she's stuck working in the kitchen of her stepfather's snobby performing arts camp. Determined to change her destiny, she sneaks into audition for the summer showcase, landing the lead role. However, just as rehearsal begins, blood starts spilling. Camila finds herself terrorized by homicidal masculinity. That was the first time they said her character name.
You know what people always say?
That I've been dropping a lot?
Meatloaf a Day keeps the hunger away.
Yeah, at bay.
Yeah. Twisted Disturbance. It's surveillance. It's very stretched out.
Surveillance. It's a weird word to look at. It's spelled word, isn't it?
Look at just
like I never noticed that it had veil in it.
I knew that. Surveillance. It's
surveillance. I know, but it's just a weird word to look at the spelling.
It's like angled. It's like that. You can read it like that.
It's like a road.
I had to tweet my fan. A roadhead.
It's one of those weird words when you think about it.
Do you think Meatloaf a Day has a Twitter?
Is that who Meatloaf is?
No.
Or is it a different Meatloaf? Is there two Meatloafs in the world? There's Meatloaf and Meatloaf a Day. Dude, that's not Meatloaf a Day.
Michael a Day.
Oh, wow. So his name's Meatloaf a Day? That's weird. Okay, well, next up, this girl is badass. Yeah, this girl is badass. That's what it's called. This girl's badass. And, yeah, I think this is another foreign language film. I'm not 100% sure. Language, English and Thai. So maybe it's both. I don't know. Don't know. I haven't watched any of the movies from this collection of data, except for the one I talked about. So she's the best in this business. She's got crazy weapons.
Hey, next up, what the fuck is this then? This is the most 2009? God.
What is it?
It's Vanquisher. This is what happens if you let fucking Elektra and Catwoman have a baby.
Looks like Michelle Rodriguez and Eon Flux.
Kind of looks like...
looks like Elektra and Eon Flux had a baby. That's a better allegory than yours.
Well, there's also Tomb Raider. Laura Croft is in there.
You're like mesmerized by colors.
So good. I'm trying to figure out who she looks like. I wonder if she's... she's Thai. She looked very Pakistani.
Can you name a movie named after a movie format on a different movie format? Because it's VHS on Blu-ray.
I was gonna do a bit.
Oh, sorry. It's VHS on Blu-ray.
VHS on Blu-ray.
Apparently this is a super scary horror film. I honestly don't really have an interest in it. Oh, it's directed by Adam Wingard.
No, you have an interest.
You know who Adam Wingard is.
Yes.
He's directing Godzilla vs. Kong. That's why I have an interest in it. But no, I don't really have an interest in it. Beyond that, I just wanted to own VHS on Blu-ray.
You know, when you scan that into CLZ, the app had a fucking field day. And last up is Upgrade.
We had it on DVD.
Julie Delpy, and a film by Julie Delpy and Chris
she directed
Rock,
it and
2 Days in New York. It's a hilarious comedy of manners.
It's the sequel to 2 Days. Stop zooming in like that.
I like doing it.
It's the sequel to 2 Days in Paris.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, I told you it'd be quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pee and I'm freezing.
I don't know why you're so cold. The air's not even on.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Not right now.
Well, not circulated, but it's...
Goodness.
This is
All
the
right.
outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind.
And let us know if you've seen any of these movies, because I don't know half of them. More than half. Well, I know of them now. I'm Pat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Stardust, Letterboxd, everything you want. At PatTracy01.
I've been Lexdoll. You can follow me on Instagram at StreetAtheistJerk and on Twitter at 88doll. And check out my Stardust at Twitch at Lexdoll. Also, you can find me on Pornhub at...
My Pornhub's PatTracy01. I don't care. I'll say it. I signed up for the free trial when COVID started. They were like, hey, you want a free trial? I went, sure. I don't have to put a credit card in.
I was trying to come up with a really, offensive...
No, I was like, I don't care. I'll say that.
No, I know, but I was trying to come up with,
Alright, well,
you ruined my bit.
You can follow the channel as a collective on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. If you can, chuck us $1 or $3
Or 83.
or 83 and get you some good shit.
I got dizzy and threw up.
Oh, okay.
Bye.